Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop for another flea market finds episode. And this is just a compilation of some various items I picked up at different times in the past 6 weeks or so from the used tool store. So these were all used tool store picks with the exception of this one item here, which is actually an eBay purchase. I don't usually buy too much off of eBay, but every once in a while I'll find something that catches my eye, and might as well start with this. This is a Fowler internal dial caliper. I had actually made an offer on this a while back and it was rejected, and then I noticed that this guy, the seller, had still had this listed. It still hadn't sold, and so I made another offer, and I guess enough time had passed that he now decided to take my offer. So this is a 4 to 5 inch caliper. So this is for measuring bores very precisely in the 4 to 5 inch range. So it's pretty specific. It's in excellent condition. It's got the original case, and I think I ended up getting the buyer to accept $15 for this thing. So probably not going to make a ton of money on it. Make a little bit of profit though. I'm not going to keep this a little too specialized for me. But in the past, when I've had these, they usually sell pretty decent, $25, $35. This is a nice little something I found just laying around with his stuff on the shelf. This is a general number 13 drill index. Look at the tiny size on this. This is for drill sizes, number drill sizes from 61 all the way up to 80. 80 being the smallest. With number drill sizes, the higher the number, the smaller the drill. So just to give you an idea of how tiny that is the number 80, that little tiny hole. Now, Starrett made a version of this, and it's kind of hard to come by. A while back, I had the Starrett one, and I sold it, and it brought quite a bit of money. This surprising amount for what it was. This being a general would probably not be worth as much, but I only paid $3 for it. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to end up having to keep it for myself because I don't think I have one this small. I'll check, but I don't think I have one that goes down this small. Next, this was a really nice deal here. This, I'm sure the reason why this was priced as low as it was because he had no idea who made it. But I spotted it and realized that like over 90% positive that this is a PEC tool, P-E-C tool company combination square set. The centering head looks like it's never been used, still wrapped up. We've got the protractor head, excellent condition. So like a lot of these PEC tools, it's completely unmarked on these components. A little bit of surface rust there, that's okay. And then the blade, nice satin chrome finish blade, is marked made in USA, and that's it. That's the dead giveaway that this is PEC tool. And what this probably was this was probably sold through the MSC catalog value line section of the catalog. And generally speaking, when you buy those items under country of origin, it will say unknown. And it's not that they don't know where it was made, they just don't know where the one that you ordered was made because they're going to source those from different places. But because this says made in the USA, and because of the color, this is almost a dead giveaway. The PEC Tools company likes to use this color. It's kind of a neat hammered finish, aqua blue, or whatever you want to call it. But check it out, $10. What a great deal on that. Nice set for $10. Originally probably had a cardboard bottom to it, but that's all right. So I was really happy to score that. And then the last item from the tool store is this item here that I paid $60 for. And again, not sure if I'm going to make much profit on this, and it's a little bit of a pain to ship because it's a heavy little item. But what we have in here is a boring head with an R8 shank for a Bridgeport style knee mill or milling machine. More heavily engraved, but more importantly, this is a genuine Bridgeport number So it says right here, genuine Bridgeport, number 2. I did check to make sure that it moves freely, and it does. Looks like somebody got some Dykem blue on this at some point. What's nice is that it's a genuine Bridgeport, and on top of that, it has some of the original high-speed steel blank holders that are made to fit in this. That holder there looks almost like a fly cutter somebody was using. There's even some little boring bars in here, which would fit this holder. There we go. Not even going to bother taking anything out, probably just sell it. These are for reaching down in further with a small piece of high-speed steel ground on there. So, I'm just going to sell this the way it sits with what's in the box. Alright, so I got these last 2 items were eBay purchases I wanted to show you. So this is a mistake I made purchasing these. Hopefully I'll be able to dig my way out of it. But this is the original listing. He only had 1 photograph. And what I noticed was that there's the offset attachment and bolt for a 995 gauge, which is a much more expensive gauge. And at first glance, I thought this was a 995. I didn't know what this block was, and I didn't care. I then noticed he had this second gauge in a box here, which I figured was just another Starrett gauge. Didn't pay close attention to it. It's clearly not, now that I look at it. This is how he had this listed. The title is Starrett Angle High Level Tool Set. It makes no sense. That is kind of like almost gibberish. He had a 100% seller feedback rating. He was asking $100 your best offer, $15.99 shipping. I ended up getting this for $60 plus the shipping. We went back and forth, and he wouldn't go down to the 50, and finally I just said, for the extra 10, I'll take a chance. Well, my mistake doing that. I should have requested more photographs, or more specifics even. Let's start with the good first, or okay. So what we've got is a $5.99. The level is intact. Sometimes these get broken. It's actually in great shape, so that's the good news. No posts, but I actually have a couple of extra Starrett posts, so I wasn't too worried about that. I knew I could put those with that. So this does not belong to this. This belongs to a 995. It looks like it's the genuine Starrett. So the good news is that that is a piece that could be sold separately. This, I have no idea what this came off of. I don't know whether or not this is something that was made by somebody in their shop, or whether or not this was an accessory for something else that just ended up in this box. There's no way, shape, or form that this would really belong to this. So, and last but not least, this is an actual $5.99 planar and shaper gauge box. You could order these without the wooden case, and then it would just come in a box like this, or you could order it and you would get the wooden case for extra money. This was what I thought was another Starrett gauge. May very well be shop made. It's completely unmarked. It's got some interesting features here. Somebody almost like added a fine adjust to it here, or stop. It's got just enough going for it to make you think that it was a commercially made deal, but it's got these just screws, cap screws stuck in here that make me think no. But hey, it's a Starrett box, right? Yeah, great. Turns out it's a Starrett box for 161C parallel clamps, which is annoying. But hey, so hopefully I'll be able to recoup a little money out of this. So the $5.99, originally when you purchased the $5.99, it shipped with one 3-inch extension. And then there was an optional 1-inch extension you could buy for it. Unfortunately, I do not have a 3-inch. I actually have not one, but 2 of the 2-inch extensions. But they are Starrett's and they fit perfectly. And then I also have a 1-inch extension. So the only thing you can't do is go to 4 inches. If you had the original 3-inch and you add the 1-inch, that would give you 4 inches. But I think this will be fine. Just curious if the if the no name here, whether or not it was threaded for the same thread. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I guess I can offer this other genuine Starrett extension with this no name deal, or maybe not. I'd probably do better selling these separately because somebody might need a 2-inch extension. All right, I guess, and same thing with this, you know, these two pieces right here, if you're missing these for your $9.95, they're kind of pricey. So, okay, so that's going to close out this episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and share. And if you like these kind of videos, stay tuned because I've got a pretty decent sized pick coming up. It's going to be the next pick. Take care.